Alright, welcome to the tryhard stream. We are hunting again. Oh yeah. Right, we're getting up there to the difficult tracks. Let's see what we're up against. Watch the world record. And let me check the bots are running. Oh, not if I can't spell. Okay, right. Okay, we're on the world records already. WTM. What are we up against? Okay, diagonal across the booster, kind of obvious. Just look. Okay, an SD there. Right to left, get an early landing. An SD at the end there. Okay, seems... Okay, I think we're SDing all the way around. I really have to learn that. Yeah. I mean, nothing seemed crazy there, but... How far am I away from the, How far am I away? How far? 0.3, okay. I mean, I'm not even doing the shortcut. How come that guy's run seemed smoother? Okay, so it's only a small SD. Also... Owls is 100% taking over the leaderboards, isn't he? And left to right. I don't know, did they do a left tap? Probably. Well, if I stop hitting the walls, I'm gonna have an advantage. Just a thought. I'm not focused in yet. I really don't understand how my ghost got out of those faster than I did. That seems weird. The biggest thing I want to learn though is where to enter the shortcut. I guess we get the warrior medal just by doing that, right? Ah, come on. We should be finishing every lap here. It's like a straight track. What? How am I so far behind? It makes no sense. No SD for me. Hey, where is it? There. Bleep. Should I just do a normal lap first, I wonder? Yeah, let's get some normal laps in. Without a shortcut. And then I know what line I've got to change, right? Well, this time we can try it. Okay, so it's a quick left right is all it is. Sadly, I had to release there. Actually going to be very tough for me to even get a PB just going normal way, right? Or maybe I lied. PB. Yeah, I can get this normal way, right? I can get the warrior medal normal way. See, I started 101st in Vienna. Okay, it really does look like we're going for the shortcut in a minute though. Easy splits for warriors there. Are we air braking on every one of these loop landings? I felt like I gained time by doing that. I think we will. Getting in. Getting my eye in. Way too early. That's weird. Whoops. Just had a memory of the manslaughter campaign. Close. Yeah, I think we'll just get the warrior medal with without the trick, without the shortcut. Sorry. Shouldn't be too hard. You guys had a pretty excellent line, to be honest, through that part. Did feel slow in the initial part there. I'm not surprised to see myself a little behind. Oops. Bit better. Thought we might as well just try it. So I know what I've got to do though. It's a huge gap actually. I wouldn't even, is it even a shortcut? Is it fully intended? Is there a trick to go diagonally across more? Do you get more that way or do you lose more that way? And there's another diagonal here, right? I could do this. I have one more speed. Which on full speed is massive. Well, now I don't. Interesting. Interesting, annoying, and inconsistent. Okay, it's huge. That'd have been a 41-0. Okay, so it's half a second time save. Alright then. Let me just beat it normal way though. Don't think it's any difficulty doing that. Just a bit behind, dang. Me. Bleepity bleep. What was that? Right, touch a line as well. Ooh, Patagonia. Welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. It's going good. Right now we are hunting maps 15 and 16 of the full campaign. Are you a Trackmania player? You play often, nice. What kind of level are you? Are you a new player? Do you get all the auto times? Do you get all the champion medals? Do you play the season? Do you play the shorts? Okay, that's a much better line. This should give me a big boost in speed on this corner, yeah. Perfect. Okay, so that's the warrior medal. Normal way. Now let's go for the been playing for 2 months. That's cool. We have quite a lot of new players in my chat. And quite a lot of super experienced players that help us out. Right, so that's the warrior medal. Done normal way. Now I can tell that I will get I can improve by 0.7 with the shortcut. So let's start building in the shortcut. Also massive improvement from the start there. Right, let's try it. I said, let's try it. See what we would have got with this run, because this was an excellent start. It would have been a 41-0. Beautiful. Years of experience watching virtual vids. Yeah, I started playing because of virtual. 3 and a bit years ago, I guess. Because I used to play GT, whatever it was on the PS2. And I used to obviously try and get the medals and the licenses back then. And I saw Virtual's video and found this game. And I was like, wait, I used to do that. I'm going to be really good. No, that's not how it works. This is an arcade racing game. I was good at the sim game. Sometimes this loop goes well, sometimes it doesn't. I am gonna get it on a hot run. I'm originally from the UK, but I live in Vienna now. That's why you'll see me comparing all my times against Vienna times. That was a real hot run, wow. What would that have been, I wonder? Lost a bit there. Ooh, 40.9, wow. Okay, let's hope that I can bank a lap with a 40.9. That would be insane. Australia. I love Australia. I've been like 3 times for 2-month holidays. Perth, Sydney, Melbourne, Cairns, Darwin, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. As Rock for a few days. Or Uluru. Ooh, we're nearly there. Nearly. Brisbane. And then in New Zealand, I've been to Wellington and Queenstown. And Auckland, actually. Amongst, like, all the hundreds of other day trips to various places. Lost a load of speed going up the wall there. But that's a PB. Played a lot of golf. Yeah, let's hope I can get a 40.9 since we've seen that. I dropped 0.4 on that lap, so... Do you live in one of those big cities or somewhere tiny? Sydney? Nice. If I had to choose, I would choose Sydney. Out of all the places to go and live. I've been on the lead boat called the Tribal Warrior. The boat that begins the New Year's Eve fireworks. I've been on the Tribal Warrior twice, starting the New Year's Eve fireworks celebrations. That's kind of cool. Hi, Knock. If I could choose where you just live, it would be the Sunshine Coast. Yeah, I went to, is that the same as the Gold Coast, or? We stayed there for a bit. In Sydney, I played a lot of golf at Bondi Beach, Diggers Golf Club. We mainly stayed in Darwin Harbour though. And one time we stayed in North Sydney across the bridge. Bit better than the previous time. I've still lost a lot due to sliding there though. Alright, PB. Didn't get the 40.9. I got a 40.8. Woohoo! Absolutely smashed the Warrior medal now by almost a second. However, it seems what I am missing is SDs, and I don't really know where to do them. I know you can do a small one here. I didn't. I failed it. That's not gonna work. You did miss a PB knock. Yeah, unlucky. Pretty big one. They're not gonna get that much better. Alrighty, Patagonia, thanks for joining. Good to see some a new face. A new name. Yes, they're in Sydney Knock. Thanks a lot. See you next time. This is one of the warrior medals that I was worried about. I think it's fair to say I'm a lot more worried about the next one though. The fragile. I'm going too far up the wall on the right there. Like angling too far up. After the shortcut. I mean, is it a shortcut? I kind of feel like it was intended. Sometimes I feel like this loop, I'm just sometimes faster, sometimes slower. Without, I don't know why. That one felt a lot straighter and I'm slower. That's annoying. Three speed slower. Without any real reason. Enjoy. That would have been a 40.84. Oh, if I'd have finished that last time, that would have been your guess knock. Then I feel like I'm kind of at a limit, to be honest. Yeah, that's what the no respawn timer just said. There we go. Could be a PB. 40 point. Oh! Knock, 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 knock. Nice try. So we've seen that I can get an 8-4. Let's do what we can to get that, shall we? Well, 100 points isn't bad, so... Manuel, welcome back. I don't know, sometimes I feel that like I get slowdowns in the loop, I don't know. I could be wrong. Difficult to say. That felt fast and I'm slower. That's not good. Now I had +2 speed entering the loop. How could I have possibly lost? Time. Where? How? When? What? -2. And -3. That was a nice one. Not as good as my ghost, it seems. Wow, okay. How? Slightly too far wide there. Understandable that I am behind. And yet, I'm in front. Bizarre. Uh, 40.84. That keeps on appearing on my no respawn timer. Somehow that seems like my peak. Although my summer best says 40.252. Yeah, right. Hi, Axis Oxy. I just read it. I just saw my respawn timer and then read your summer best and then read your message. Don't know how I missed the entry wall there to the loop. I really feel like I'm getting some slowdown or something in the loop sometimes. That's wide. This should be fast. I've made 0 mistakes. Okay, I agree with this one. Now I've got 2 frames per second. Can I handle the... Yes, okay, we're back. Nope, my ghost is coming. Oh, but I held it off. PB. With a 2 frame per second block in the middle there. Not gets another 100. I actually have no idea how to start including SDs here. I don't know. My no respawn has only said 0.84, so yeah, something like that. I really do feel like I can't go that faster here unless I learn something new. But yes, I'm way more worried about the next track. than this one. Well, I mean, not least because we've got the warrior medal here, but the warrior medal on the next one? Yeesh. Don't know how far away I am from it, but I can't imagine it's easy. It is the fragile track. Driving that track is going to feel so slow after this, isn't it? God, I'm so tired. I've been staying up late and getting up very early to finish editing videos. I'm still not done for tomorrow's video. The last of the series. Too far? Yeah. That was perfectly straight. That was awesome. And slower. Way better. Not good enough. Did get a bit of a speed slide there. I'm wondering, can you do this? More speed? And again a bit of sideways there. Diagonal, not sideways. I don't think it's paid off, has it? No. I feel like it should have paid off, but it didn't. You spend a tiny bit more time on the booster, right? Isn't that better? Well, I seem to be -4 speed every time I do it, so perhaps we stop doing it. What about just this one? -4. Got an SD there. Got a wall there. Right, no booster. I didn't really get a good landing, so yeah. Let's try again. Bit better. Not the wall. Nice, very inside, very nice. What do you mean? You've got a new fridge? Well, let me guess it's a car of some variety. How can my ghost be faster than that? That was amazing. No way. There's no way. Hi, Serial Dude. I don't know. I cannot improve, I guess. I don't know where I'm supposed to be doing speed slides. I know I'm supposed to be doing speed slides, but I don't know how the hell I can build them into this run. So you get a small one here. Feels very uncontrolled. Oh. Bye bye, stadium. Been nice knowing you. Or has it? Where have I got -2 speed? -4. That's a wall. -3 speed. I mean, it's just pointless continuing. Which I'm not going to get the option anyway. Right, perfectly straight. Must be good, and yet massively negative. Explain. That's probably the best start by feeling I've ever had. And the game says it's terrible. Not as straight this time. Done a few corrections. Lost a bit of speed, to be fair. That's very wide. Where was my ghost, though, it seems? Oh, I'm way down anyway. I don't understand how getting the perfectly straight line can be wrong. Through here. We're not above 400. Sliding should make a negative impact, right? Oops. I'm like Donald Duck. Way too high, dang it. I want to see what happens if I'd have got this one. No, that's still not right. No, so close. So close. Terrible, apparently. My best run was terrible there. Yeah, that'll be a miracle, cereal food. My best ever no respawn is 0.84. After an hour. Got it. Knock. Guess what? Yes, indeed. That's the daddy. That's the big payment. Ah. Oh, and wait, Cereal Dude also gets something. Wait, hold on. My bad. My bad. Gets 1 though. Not gets 1,000. Oh no, 0.84. You get 10, Cereal Dude, right? No. Wait, am I going mad? It's 10, isn't it? How do I have 2 extra speed than my PB? And minus 11. Wow, that took forever to action, didn't it? Denied. Knock, you are in 3rd. Clear gap is appearing at the top. Whoa. Wow. Well, I don't know where that came from. I have no idea where that came from. Indeed. Yeah, 0.5 from, 0.7 from world record. Easy. I hate to say this, but I think that's the last PB. On this map. I did lose a tiny bit in the transition on the shortcut. Half a second to champion though, I'm quite proud of that. No, beat the warrior by 0.9. But yeah, the next warrior medal is, I'm a little bit scared by it. However, so far, on all of these PB hunts, we've been bringing down my rank, my Vienna rank, from like 100 and something, 200 and something, down to like an average of, I would guess, 12, 13, 14, 15, something like that, right? On the next track, I begin 13th in Vienna already. So, I wonder how far I really can be away from the Warrior Medal here on the next track. Unless, like, everybody in Vienna has just noped out of it. Which does happen. So I don't know. How have I got such a good time on the fragile track to begin with? I'm not even doing any good lines. Yeah. Can't slide in this loop, no. Bad idea, because you don't have 400 speed. That looked very pro, didn't it? Until I didn't make the apex. That was a +6 speed, really? Wow. Didn't really make the apex there either. Oh. Another +6 speed though. What could this have been? That's a bad line. Whatever. Not wasting time with these respawns. So I guess my ghost didn't get the SD on the platform. At the end there. That's a better apex. And this time I don't have the speed. That was so much better. Airtime. Well, my ghost got airtime too. How? That was significantly better than my ghost. And that previous lap. -10 speed. Something's not right. I'm tied with Offen as well right now. Gonna be a good SD. It's not bad. No early landing. Good apex. Not a good line there though. Yeah, way too high in the... Way too low there. Plus 0.1 somehow, I don't know how. Oh, I've improved my sum of best. Yeah, anyway, I think this is not the champion medal. Honestly, I think the champion medal has to be 05. I think it should be very easy for me to learn the ice wiggle pattern. There's certainly no way that I can do what Scrappy and Grenadi did, which is get the champion medal without the ice tricks. I prefer just to learn the tricks. Nice low lines. A lot of airtime there though, sadly. Bummer. Faster finish, cleaner finish. But again, not a good line up that wall. Oh, blink. 15 minutes to go on this one before the torture track. Well, let's say I hit the apex. Way too wide. Nice low lines. That's way too high. If I get past this, it's gonna be, yeah, incredibly high. That's a shame. That was ahead. Right, I'm ahead of my ghost. In what possible world is my ghost ahead of me and faster than me after that? Perfect loop. Ooh. Right, that's... That's probably the best I've ever done. And we are... That would have been a 40.72, yeah. Okay, I agree with that. Okay, tons of corrections there. My ghost should be way ahead of me. Yeah. Wall. Didn't quite get the left tap as we were leaving the... platform. How? Much better apex. Oh. Just caught it. Just caught the rock. I don't think that was a PB, but always good to carry them on. 10 minutes to go. And then we're in fragile mode. Big loss of grip there. I don't get... sometimes the loop seems perfect and it's mega slow. Sometimes it's terrible and then it turns out good. 16 is fragile. See, that looked really fast. Oop. Yeah, I'm worried for the fragile map. However, as I say, for some reason I am starting already in 13th in Vienna on the fragile map. I don't know why. There's no way I can catch this, surely. Probably. Didn't mean to do that. You got 10 cereal dude. You missed a PB in the middle. 0.77 is not the time I got when you made your guess. I got a 0.8 something. 40.848, which not guessed exactly. Well, now this is a fast start. And that is my fastest start. And the game thinks I'm behind my ghost now. I don't get this start, this loop. It just seems, I don't know, unpredictable. Not sure what's happening there. -1. Perfectly straight. Well, not perfectly straight, but very straight. Oh, actually. Whoa. I did the left tap too early, I think. Now it looked like I was pulling away. And straight past me my ghost goes. Don't get it. That was terrible left tap. Right, I'm pulling away. Definitely. And yet, there goes my ghost. Bye bye, ghost. What the heck is happening in that loop? Everyone can see that, right? I'm not going mad. Okay, I have less speed this time. Have you seen the trailer for the final Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 DLC? Axis Oxy. It's called Mystery Ecclesiasti. Oh god, I hope there's not going to be lots of stupid religious praying and all that crap, but whatever. It looks like a kind of murder mystery that you've got to solve or something weird. Hold up. Okay, well I missed the apex. Indeed. Put this a bin. .77 still. Yeah, the thing that worries me is that it appears to be set within churches and that, which I think at least we're going to get to go inside those big cathedrals in the game though. That would be cool, because they've so far been closed, right? At least get to see them. But yeah, it kind of worries me that it's going to be too religious. That's out in 4 days. So we will begin playing that on Wednesday. And then that's the final DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I will post the list of game choices to play next. There's a couple of retro ones on there. Yeah. Thimbleweed Park, for example. There's a couple of ARPGs, like Last Epoch. There's a couple of roguelikes. This is very close. Ooh. Blah, 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 blah. Right, we got time for one more lap. Either way, not a bad time. Yeah, but it's clear my ghost didn't get the SD there. Neither did I on that run. This run, actually. That is not the right line there. Oh well. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, not bad. We finish 13th in Vienna on that one, which is curiously where we start the next one. Let's take a look at the world record. See what kind of craziness we're in for. Because I do not do any good lines, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and yet I'm starting 13th. But I'm just a quarter of a second from Warrior. Okay, so I'm slightly less worried about it, but who knows if I'm even going to get a finish. Okay, oh, jumping. I did not expect that. I thought it would be smooth. And then right to left, yeah, I figured that. I didn't do it. Oh, and then you can get an inside line. Outside on the moguls. Drift. Oh, they do a massive jump there. I was trying to avoid jumping. Don't go down through the triangle. Good, because... Oh, wait. How did you get inside there? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, just tight. Just turn tight. Okay, and then no jump here yet. Oh, and then left side. And I could never get over there. How did he avoid fragile there? Oh, you don't have fragile there, that's right. I still didn't expect a jump. So just turn tight in there, okay. Alright. Yeah, doable. Sure. Why not? I better do... developers, can you please learn to code? Multi-threading is not hard. Oh, let's, yeah. Okay. Okay, and then you gotta get this timing right, which I didn't. Still didn't get fragile somehow there, though. I don't think they'd want me. I have to learn what this timing is. So yeah, I'm quite worried about getting any improvement. Why not? Triangle for the win. And they were on the left side. I don't know how you stay left. You won't get rich as a game though. That's what I was told as well when I was in my youth. Okay, left side is easy there. Left side here? Seems not easy. I mean, that was definitely my PB's line. Hmm. Yeah, this requires definitely requires some relearning. Jumping too far now. Okay, that didn't seem bad. Ooh. How do you get left side? That's crazy. No control there. Not about the jump, it's about how much you can maintain, isn't it? No, I don't know how they get left side at all. Okay, getting a little bit closer to my PB. 2.5 seconds to go though. And my laptop charger just came on, so I have 2 frames a second. Back to normal. Already a second down. Yeah, so if you can maintain speed, it really doesn't matter how weird the jump is. Don't know. I'm just gonna have to hope on that turn there, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Curious. You don't have fragile there. Okay. Why don't you have fragile there? Oh, because you've reset through a checkpoint. Didn't maintain any speed there. Shame. No, I have no idea. Clearly that setup was wrong now, whatever it was for. The only way you make money as a game dev is if you come up with something new and unique and do it on your own, right? I.e. the Minecrafts of this world, or the Undertale, or something like that, right? Balatro is another one. Indeed. I read that last year there were 10,000 new games on Steam. Less than 100 of them made back the listing fee. So also we need somehow need to invent data genre, right? Something that's never been done before. Yeah. There is a game that uses an LLM for the NPCs. Hi, me Type C. I see you got the world record and therefore author time on yesterday's community map, huh? I just haven't had time to go back to it. I think it's quite easily doable. You also took the slow-mo route. Why was that? Do you think it's faster? I was struggling to get it and then you got it by 1 point. Plastic bounce route. Yeah, I agree. Plastic bounce? It's a grass roof, isn't it? Also, you didn't do the shortcut which people were claiming faster, which is good. Because I don't think it was faster either. I mean, it might be. It's just... I didn't like it. My ghost is ahead of you for well over half of the lap, so... I just messed up the steering angle through the bumpy bits. Yeah, turn around on the first reactor and fly to the first checkpoint. Second checkpoint. Yeah. Third. Turn around. Yeah. Watch Lewis's... Oh no, he doesn't do it. I just didn't. Who does it? Second and third place do it. Or, well, what's now fourth and... Third and fourth place do it, I guess. I'm not sure it's faster though. Could be wrong. Because the amount of extra speed that you can get from the desert car with the 90-degree boost, I think outweighs it in the long term. You don't get that from the reactor up flight. I just cannot get it through there. Yeah, as I thought, struggling to get any finish here, ahead of like any PB here, is the difficulty. I think the warrior medal is not hard. Just getting any good finish is hard. No. I don't know. I'm always overturning. Do they fly? Just add it as a favorite and go into the room, go into it. You can see their record then. No, the first checkpoint definitely not. The first checkpoint is by the pillars in the hole, right? Yeah, after the first checkpoint, you turn around at the reactor and then fly down to the second one. That's what they do. I think it's slower because you don't get the maintained speed from the 90-degree desert car reactor boost. If you choose the reactor up. I could be wrong. I'm fairly sure it's like that. Much faster, is it? Okay. I just assumed because you get the boost from the reactor down 90-degree turn, like it maintains over time. I know it's full grip, but I just thought it was okay, whatever. It's easy to get the other way as well. I just didn't get one in time. Yesterday. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how I keep doing it wrong. $45.07 that would have been. Still terrible. Yeah, I'm really worried we won't get a PB here. As I was worried before going into it, seems to be coming true. You don't keep the reactor long enough. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think the gain speed from the 90 or just under 90 degree from the reactor down, I think is way more sustained than the other way. Wasn't sure, but it looked that way when we looked at it. When we looked at the world records, because my ghost is way ahead. Like seconds after. Got fragile. Did you watch the excellent video from Solivagants about gears? Anyone know one yet? Hi KO man. How's it going? You learned a lot, yeah? I mean, the main thing I learned was that it's better to brake than it is to release if you're trying not to gear up. That I didn't know because it keeps the high revs. That was great. I just cannot get this. Ooh, okay. $44.75. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, huevos. Are you deep in khaki? I guess. Might as well call this a khaki map. khaki for me. You've not been able to play since Discovery. Ooh. Why is that? More exit speed, but so far behind now. Right, I'm bordering on my PB, it seems. Shorter line there, interesting. That pole I hit a lot in my auth times. Yeah, half an hour gone and still no PB. Is the warrior medal just out of sight on this one, I wonder? I mean, yeah, as I say, unlike every other map in the campaign, where I've been dragging my PB down from like 100 and something in Vienna, this one I start 13th. So it's possible I already have a good time, or, more than likely, everyone just noped out of this map. I would guess that's the most likely scenario. What just happened there? Blah, blah. My problem here is that sometimes after the grass turn I have the gear, sometimes I don't. So the release changes with that. I feel like I gotta slow down there. Finally, I got a good exit. Right, we're getting there. We're getting still well over a second to PB. Down to first. Excellent. And again. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, extra speed does not help you on this map. At the start, anyway. Just testing something there. Couldn't get across. Bang. Okay. Close to a good line there. I wanted to press brake instead of release there. But for some reason, like, I did both that time. My default releasing kicked in. Yeah. It really does look like this warrior medal is passing us by right now. What if I just do my original line here? No better, really? Maybe. Thing is, after this track, it goes back to easy again, right? So it's just really annoying not to get one in the middle. It's the sausage track next, isn't it? Or is that 18? Because I know I'm missing almost 2 seconds. On the sausage track. From what we've seen in my PBs. Whether I'll get that or not, I've no idea. Don't have a good line. And I do that now. No idea where I can even gain. Clearly there I can gain at the end, right? But, like, not a second. That first missed warrior medal, I'm guessing. Oop. How was that slower than my previous one? Oh dear. Marginal marginally better. Getting the ending a bit better now. Okay, closing in. I wouldn't worry about PB's knock. We are some distance away. But yeah, keep trying. Hold up. What could it have been? Not a PB. Okay, but I've seen the light. I've seen where I can gain something. That is the first time in 45 minutes. And that's not much time to go for us to get a good run. Oop. Gear 1. Any gear 1 and we restart, right? Because it's just pointless. That was a really good line. I'll choose to go outside. Perfectly viable. Outside the sign. I know I can beat my ghost now, but beat my PB now, but the chances are so low. The Light of Valinor by Spike, is that? Isn't Valinor where the elves go? In the Lord of the Rings? Can't get my low grass jump anymore. I'm sliding too much and can't get a proper groove around the road corner before it. Here. That's what I want. But better and faster. And 2 seconds closer to my ghost would be on the useful side of things. Seems I was right to be worried. I am still almost a second away from my PB after an hour and a half. Or after almost an hour. Fantastic performance. Don't blame you. See you, me type C. That's a great start. That's a terrible finish. Terrible middle there. So it's clear I can beat my ghost, but... like that. Yeah, I'm just sticking to the left. It's way faster for me than going over to the right, like the world record. Stupid idea to try and match the pro lines. Just never gonna work. Last. And I am that side, it's fine, but I'm not purposely going over there. Like I have been. Half an hour or so to go. I mean, we had gear 1 anyway, we should have just restarted. Like that. Wow. 2 frames a second. Hit timing. What? What? How did I make it to the left side there? That's the worst I've ever done that corner. And the best ever result. Nice. Could have held it. Still nowhere near PB, even if I did perfect it there. Alrighty, Knock. Thanks for joining. See you next time. Couldn't have continued, I know, but I did. Might have worked. The drift is really important. It's going well with even being fragile. Not get fragile. $25. Russia. Might have to get this offline. I do want all the warrior medals, but I don't have any time. We will see. Certainly not a priority off stream. What is that? I'll take it. I don't know what's going on here anymore. You know what I've got to do to get a PB? It's just not happening. They hit there before. Great. I'll find a way. Puke. It just didn't. Nothing's going right here. Less than 20 minutes. Still nowhere near a PB. That's good. Actually a chance. And then that happens again. No idea how to do 90% of this track basically. That's good. And that's the wall. If I get that drift, there is a chance. Very tiny chance. Oh, that's good. Pointless having more speed, game. Don't give me more speed. Give me better cornering. Huh. "15 minutes. Time is fleeting." Got fragile. It was close, but not quite right. And it would also help if I was 2 or 3 seconds closer to my ghost. I'd find it a lot easier to get a PB when I can get there. Just a thought. But that's not what's happening today. Terrible. Not on this map anyway. Ah, it's so close. That was so close. Then we've got other failure corners to work on after that. There's 13 minutes to go. Classic. More fragile. Been worse on this than I am on the bobsleigh ones. I mean, I already have a good position in Vienna here, but I don't have the warrior medal. And that's crap. Guess I can bring it back tomorrow. That would make sense to me. But that's not what the hunt's about. 1.5 hours on each track. Nothing more. No redos. You be with a crash? Was possible. Well, now we're on target for a PB, but there is no time remaining. Good to know. I did it with a crash though. So, rubbish, pish, pash, posh. No crash this time, but a terrible jump. Could still beat my ghost, damn. We've not been in front here before, so that's nice. End of. Not bad. Can't get around there if I have that much speed. Maybe I need to drift on landing as well if I have that much speed. Can this go anywhere? I doubt it, right? Alright, forget the warrior, just a PB. Good thing I had fragile there. Weird. Why is it sometimes and not others? I don't know. Disappointment. Ask. Oh, come on. No, that was fantastic. That drift line. First gear. Game over. Well, time is very much running out. We have not secured a PB on this track. I'm not that surprised, but just disappointed. Up. Bad one. Oh. What is it? Yes, it is a bad one. But I can still beat my time. Not like that. All right. Unfortunately, that was a very disappointing hunt day, where we got the Warrior Medal on 15 and a 0 improvement on track 16, even though it looks like we've hunted it to a good time. That's where we started. So that no Warrior Medal on 16 this season. Right, okay. That was the Try Hard stream for the day where I tried to get better at Trackmania. Join me same time every day, 3 o'clock European at the latest for more try harding at Trackmania, and join me at 8 o'clock European for the playthrough stream, where tonight it's the turn of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Legacy of the Forge DLC. We are coming to a close on that one, and a new one will begin next week. We will see if we get there on time. All right. Thanks a lot for joining. Hope to see you in either stream. Until then, bye-bye.